Have you always dreamed of becoming a fashion designer, or anytime you start design, it gets more confused? Some people tell you to go to fashion school or even get expensive materials or equipment for this. And sometimes these have always caused you confusion. Over the years, building, growing, and failing, I've come to realize that you don't need to know everything to get started. You just need the right path. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 actions you need to start now to become the fashion designer you've always wanted to be. And it doesn't really matter your current level in the fashion design field. Because the business I'm going to be sharing in this video will not only save you, they will also assist you. They're going to help you in finding your unique purpose and identity that is needed to be the successful fashion designer that you wish to be. You'll also know the skills to learn, the mistakes to avoid, and you want to learn everything so you can become a confident fashion designer. I am Farida, founder of Ina, a clothing brand and a fan to the world. Over the years, I've created timeless designs for over 1,000 females in Nigeria, and I can confidently say that I not only learned, but I have also come to realize some of the psychological truths when it comes to dealing with people, and not just in the fashion design field, but in a business world generally. It's really been a fast one for me, and I'm on a mission of helping beginner fashion designers or those in the fashion designing world find their unique purpose and identity. Most especially those who are not just interested in it, but also very passionate about it. Because you have to understand your unique identity, you have to understand your purpose if you would want to stay in the fashion design space for a very long time. I'm going to share everything with you on this channel through my story, my mistakes, my current actions, and lessons. This channel is like a safe space for fashion designers. We do not just learn the sewing aspect of the sewing business. We also learn some of these things that are not really talked about, but I feel like we really need to talk about them. Think of this video as lesson 1 in your fashion designing journey. The first thing you want to know, which is the number 1, is that you have to understand what a fashion designer really does. You see, many people think fashion designing is merely about sketching beautiful designs. But this is not just it, because fashion designing is much more than drawing. A fashion designer actually solves problems through clothing. As a fashion designer, you learn how to design, choose fabric, understand fit, create garments, build your collection, and understand your customer. And this is because you are creating experience, not just collection. Understanding this as a beginner or somebody who is into fashion designing will help you understand what you are getting into, especially if you are a beginner. You'll be able to check and understand if it is something you see yourself doing for a very long time. If you feel like it's not something that you see yourself doing for a long time, or you feel like it doesn't really resonate with you, you want to think it through again, especially if you are just starting out. The reason why I have to bring this out is because I see a lot of beginners make this mistake by skipping this very step before getting into it. And on the long run, they found out that it is not something that resonates with them. And this is because when they first started, they saw the glamour, they wanted the respect that comes with bringing a garment to life. They wanted the title of a fashion designer. They failed to understand that it takes time, it takes energy, it takes your creativity to be in the fashion design space. When they get into it and they are getting something of the opposite that they're expecting, they shy away, they run. That's where the problem starts. So before getting started in fashion designing, you want to understand, or at least sit down and ask yourself what a fashion designer really does, and if you see yourself doing that for a very, very long time.
The second thing you want to do is to learn the core skill. Don't try to learn everything at once. I see a lot of people make this mistake. When I first starting out, I made this mistake and I'm so much guilty of it. Don't try to learn everything at once. One mistake I see beginners make is wanting to learn everything at once. But this is not how it really works. And even I myself, I'm really guilty of this. When I was starting out, I wanted to learn everything. I just want to jump from being a beginner to pro. I don't want to go through all of the process. I just know that I want to become that pro. I want to be the designers, the ones that have been seeing, that have been loving their designs. I just want to be like them. But this cost me more time than I expected. I don't want you to be impatient, because your impatience will cost you much more time to make the process even more longer. As a beginner, I would advise you to focus more on understanding garments first, then you can go into fashion illustration. I even have a whole course on this, so if you're interested and you're really ready to start, you can check the link in my bio. You're going to get the details on how to get started there. It's a whole masterclass that will help you in your journey. Okay, aside from understanding fashion illustration, you want to understand fabric as well. Fabric knowledge is important because fabric would either make or break your design. You have to understand pattern drafting as well. You have to know how to sew. Sewing is important as well. And yes, garment finishing and creativity. These skill sets are the things you need in your journey of becoming a fashion designer. I actually feel like fashion designing is basically more about these skills that I just highlighted. Okay, notice that I added creativity. In all of this process, creativity is very, very important. I know you're going to be wondering why creativity is part of it. This is because fashion design in itself is creativity on its own. You have to be creative to stand out. Okay, forget about even standing out. You have to be creative enough to be able to bring your ideas out in a way that people resonate with it. I want you to understand that this structure is the exact one that I implement in my online training. This is the exact process that I give to my students. And yes, the result has always been so fast because it's not only helped them understand the business, they were even able to find their unique purpose and identity. You would notice I'm really stressing this because I feel like this is what will make you different from the many designers. There are a lot of designers in this space, yes, and the fact that there are a lot of designers is even more reason why you have to be creative. Forget even about standing out. It's more like you finding your unique voice. The key of all of this is that you should master the basics before chasing advanced techniques. My next video is going to explain these skills in detail, so you want to stick to the channel and turn on the notification so you can get notified when the upload drops. This third one is kind of important and it's more in alignment to being creative. And this third one is that you should build your designer high. What do I mean by this? You see, great designers don't just sew. They notice details, and this skill is one of the most overlooked skill in the fashion designing space. I want you to study silhouette, proportion, luxury fittings, fabric, sewing collections, and even everyday clothing. I classify all of these skills under observation because observation is just as important as the title of a fashion designer. You have to be able to notice details, understand details. Instantly, you'll not only stand out, but you become so unique that people want to work with you.
Okay, the first action that you have to take is what I call the heart of practice consistently. And this one is my favorite. I do say it well, I tell people you have to practice consistently if you not only want to retain the skill, but you want to perfect the skill. There is no excuse. You can actually work with your weekly routine. You can arrange it in a way that you have time to sketch during the week, at least once or 3 or twice in a week. You find the time to practice new styles and techniques while revising the ones you've done before. You try out different techniques, different ways you can go about the ones you've known already. You review and you improve along the way. And this is how to master your skill. I want you to remember small, steady action compounds over time to give you that unique and perfect skill that you want. Stop waiting for perfection. This actually brings me to step 5, which is that you have to build a portfolio. And how can you build a portfolio? This is very simple. It is basically you documenting your work. You take photos, save sketches, keep samples, and you show your process, not just perfect dresses. And this is how you build a portfolio. Step 6, decide your direction. You see, not every fashion designer are the same, and we really have to start getting comfortable with this. You cannot be everywhere. It's just not possible. I know that there are some that have the natural talent, they can do almost everything, but at times the most rational one is to be known for a particular niche. I don't want to use the word niche, but be known for a specific thing. Or even two. I want you to get comfortable with the fact that not every fashion designers have the same destination. Some are couture designers, some are bridal designers, some are women's fashion designers, some are ready-to-wear designers, and some are costume designers. So we really have to understand this and get comfortable with it. I want you to explore all of these areas because that is like the most realistic way to know your path and understand what resonates with you. Step 7, which is also my favorite, is that you should learn the business side. Even the best designers won't build a career if nobody knows it exists. You have to put yourself out there. You have to show them that you exist, your business exists, you exist as a fashion designer. And how can you do this? You want to focus on pricing, branding, marketing, and finding clients. This is actually like the structure of the business aspect of fashion designing, and it actually applies in every area, every creative space, not only our fashion designing, but because fashion designing is our main focus. So we want to stick to that. These areas are what makes the business. I'm going to be covering all of these topics in detail, so you will want to watch out for them by sticking to the channel and turning on the post notifications so you don't miss when it drops. All of the steps that I have highlighted are not just realistic, but they actually cost me years to understand all of these things. These things that I just highlighted to you cost me years to come up with it. So if I'm starting over, this is the exact roadmap that I'm going to follow. Because to be honest, I wish I had somebody to take me by the hand and share all of this things with me. When I just started, I first knew that, okay, this is what I wanted to be, but even at that time, there are a lot of fashion designers, so I was not even competing. I just want to do my thing because I just love it. It was kind of hard for me because I have no manual to follow. I have nobody to tell me what I am getting myself into and what I should expect. So this kind of slowed growth. And I remember some of the challenges I encountered. There was a time that I worked for this particular client, and she was like, okay, I do not have bustier to the breast area, So this was because I did not have time to market it. She personally did not request for it, and I made the choice and all of that. And then later, when I delivered it to she was like, I wanted to add this, and like, you didn't mention I wanted it. She was like, oh, you should have added that, things like that. And that is not only just it. There are different colors worn like that. And I just knew that all of these things not only give me, but they also give me the confidence that I have right now. I feel like it's part of the process. But if I had somebody to take me by the hand and tell me all of these things, give me the roadmap, the realistic guide, the journey might have given me faster. At the same time, I'm grateful to God. I'm thankful that I went through all of that. At least I can share my journey with my lovers, you all, and I'm so glad that I can help somebody, and I really hope this video just helps somebody to start today. Becoming a fashion designer isn't really about knowing everything today. It's about taking the first step, steadiness, and staying consistent. If you follow the roadmap we've discussed, you would not only gain confidence, you will be able to acquire the skills that you need to grow, and you'll become a master. So if you're serious about becoming a fashion designer, this isn't just one video. It's the first lesson in a complete journey. So I'm going to see you in my video. Then I love you. Bye.